good evening, vanakkam en uirinu melana iniya Tamil makkale. This is your host RJ Venki with another episode of Southern Spice, the only Tamil program on FM and AM radio in the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut region. We stream, we broadcast on 1310 AM in Parsippany, New Jersey, 96.7 FM Edison, and 540 AM in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, and stream live on YouTube and Facebook on Southern Spice USA channels. So, on that note, today I have some very interesting personalities to interview. And again, one more time today, we're going to be keeping this interview entirely in English for the benefit of the greater audience. So, we're going to be speaking with a board member and a founder of Lotus Petal Foundation. Lotus Petal Foundation has over 11 years of grassroots level expertise in handling challenges faced by underprivileged children and transforming their lives through education, nutrition, and skill development and livelihood support. The foundation focuses on holistic development of the child, thus preparing them to integrate into mainstream society, leaving a long lasting impact on the lives of the students and their families. So, enough said by me, but I want to bring these two people who are going to be talking to us more about Lotus Petal. So, let me first welcome a board member, Shanthi. Hi, Shanthi. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Venki. It's a pleasure being here. Thank you so much for having me.
Pleasure having you. And now let's also welcome the co-founder or the founder of Lotus Petal Foundation, Kushal Chakraborthy.
Hi, Venki. Thank you for having me here in the show.
Absolute pleasure having you on the show. Kushal, I have the highest respect for people like you who do God's work on earth. You're really literally, doing so much good work, which often gets, goes unnoticed. So, hats off to you for what you're doing. I'd really like to jump right into the nuts and bolts of this and start understanding, so many different things. But you did have a very successful corporate career.
Yes.
Correct? And
Yes.
then you chose to leave that path at some point in time to start this nonprofit charity organization.
Yes.
So why don't we start with that and then we'll go from there.
So, of course, I had really a good career, a stable job, and a very comfortable life. And at the same time, there was also a silent ache that I was not really fulfilled or having that feeling of fulfillment. And one winter morning, while dropping my children to school, I saw some kids walking right in front of me barefoot to a slum school near my home. And that moment really pierced me because here I was thinking whether my daughter was warm enough or not. And here was somebody else's daughter not even having a shoe on a winter morning. So when I went to this school, I saw there were many more children. And that's where I thought that, the purpose of my life is not just to get comfort for my own self and my family, but also how I can create a path where education and dignity comes together and children like these get a chance to shine and make it in life. So that's how Lotus Petal started, and eventually that's where my heart started to long for to be there as long as I could. And then a few years later, having done a corporate job and the foundation together, I decided to quit and focus full time on it. So it's been over 10 years now that I have been doing this work full time. So that's how the transition happened.
Terrific. And Shanti, how and when did you join hands with Kushal?
So it was around 2021, 2022 timeframe. I was approached by a friend of mine who was very closely associated with Lotus Petal. And they came to me and they asked if I would be interested in joining their cause. And both my husband and I have been very, very interested in children's education and seeing what kind of impact that we could do as parents or as adults, human beings, to change lives of children. So it was a cause that was very close to my heart. But I said, I have to come and visit your facility. I have to come and see it before I can fully commit. And I think that was my sort of changing moment. I was I went to Delhi. It's in a place in Gurgaon and in Dunela, which is a little 20 minutes away, where they were building at the time
Hmm.
a facility for the children. They already had other kids that they were teaching, and I'm sure Kushal, can explain a little more of the details. But you felt that it was real. It wasn't just something that you were going to contribute to or tell people to contribute to, but you had no idea. And all the people I met there, teachers, students, helpers, everybody was so proud to be associated with Lotus Petal. Everybody had this sense of togetherness. So that's really what made me join forces with Kushal. And we're trying to do the best we can from the US perspective to try and sponsor children so they can even do a better job and take it to the next level.
Perfect. Great. So Kushal, you mentioned earlier that one day you were standing at a bus stop with your
Yeah.
daughter, and then you saw these two children walking barefoot, and then you decided to go to their school. So is that the spark? Is that the moment that led you to this, or was there something else that really changed something in your head and decided to go into this field?
The children walking barefoot was definitely the spark, which led me to this school. But I think there was a deeper change happening within my own self, and that was actually trying to connect my life purpose with what I was doing, and I think that is where it came together. And it was a very ordinary moment at the bus stop, but I think if we listen to the universe and the ways it has to talk to us, then these ordinary moments can turn your life in an extraordinary way. So that I think was the moment which changed the course of my life.
Beautiful.
If I may, Venki,
Sure, sure, Shanti.
so Kushal, I often get asked, right, as I'm talking to whether it's my friends or other people in the community, well, there are so many schools in India,
Yeah.
right, or so many organizations who are
Yeah.
trying to do better for children. So
Right.
how is Lotus Petal different or unique
Yeah.
in that perspective? I think the US audience would love to hear that.
Right. So Lotus Petal, is just not a school. It is a it is a sanctuary, where these children get a second chance, and they are not only getting education, they are getting nutrition, they are getting healthcare, and they are getting emotional healing,
Mhm.
which is giving them a chance, not just to appear or clear exams, but actually to make it in life. And our philosophy is changing lives one child at a time, and every child is looked into, is taken care of, and whatever it requires to get the child out of the ceiling of poverty is done. And that is something which makes us very unique, the quality of work that we do. And like in a family, every child is taken care of as an individual, as a unique child. The same philosophy works at Lotus Petal. So that is what the uniqueness of our organization is, and the school, not just a school, but a sanctuary of giving these children a second chance at life.
So that's essentially the impact. So you have, when you say a sanctuary of second chance, uh, you have a place, you have a facility where the kids come. Is it like a school plus boarding? Is what kind of facility is that?
It's a day boarding school,
Mm-hmm.
because we believe that the child should be with the family. That's our philosophy. So it's a
Mm-hmm.
boarding school. It's built on a 5-acre piece of land, which incidentally was donated by somebody in the US who supports Lotus Petal. And it's a modern state-of-the-art campus where these children are getting their education, which is not only like the classrooms, but even all the other facilities of sports, of art, theater, STEM learning. And then we also provide them with two nutritious meals every day.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, even measuring the kilocalorie and protein, and making sure that there are a full team of counselors to provide all the support needed for these children and their family members, so that all the aspects are taken care of, and that's how they are actually able to come out of this cycle. So yes, there's a physical campus and with all the facilities which are needed to ensure that they get the whatever is needed for them to be able to make it in life.
Lovely. Just want to show one. All right, so that was a nice little short about how the kids are and how it's functioning. So, with Lotus Petal Foundation, what is your vision over the next 5-10 years?
So, our dream is to become one of India's largest philanthropic schools and have at least 10,000 students on our campus, and also to, reach out to at least 100,000 students in India through our digital live teaching platform, uh, where, across the country where there are teacher shortages. So, this is what, we really want to achieve. At the same time, we are looking at developing a global model of education which is based on compassion, which is based on dignity, and which actually sees that dignity and excellence in education can come together. And through this model, we want to make sure that every child, wherever they are born, they get an opportunity to excel and shine in their life. So that's the long term vision we have.
Brilliant, brilliant, and more power to you to make all that happen. So, this question, I'm jumping to Shanti.
Yeah.
Um, Shanti, there is a gala event happening in New Jersey. Tell us about that event and what people can expect and what's going to happen there.
So we do have a gala coming up on September 26th in the Hyatt at Morristown.
Mhm.
And what we envision is this is going to be a coming together of like-minded people, people who want to support a cause, or people who want to learn more about what Lotus Petal is doing. And it's not just that. We're going to have a lot of fun. We realize this is during the Navaratri and Durga Puja days. So we are combining our gala with a Dandiya night. So please come prepared to dance, to have some good food, as well as, learning about Lotus Petal and hoping to create an impact in a child's life. And I think the icing on the cake is going to be Vikas Khanna, and he's going to be our chief guest, and opportunity to meet with him as well. So I look forward to seeing all of you there on September 26th.
Yes, just a second. I have Vikas Khanna there.
This September in New Jersey. This is a very special evening to support children's education in India from the underserved backgrounds, giving them better education, more dignity, and a brighter future. This cause means a lot to me, and I'm proud to be a part of it. Thank you again for your warmth and generosity. We are truly looking forward to having you with us in September.
All right, so that was Chef Vikas Khanna himself making an appeal. That is brilliant. So, how does Chef Vikas Khanna's presence align with Lotus Petal's mission? Either one of you, Shanti or Kushal.
Chef Vikas Khanna, he embodies compassion and excellence coming together, and that's the very values that we live by. And he has always used his skills, the culinary skills and influence to give back. And having him as the chief guest it only amplifies the spirit of the evening of giving back, and at the same time, making a difference, and also to have uh, somebody who is so well known with us on that evening.
And
Terrific.
and if if any of you or any of the viewers have followed Vikas Khanna's sort of life, he also started with very humble beginnings, right? And he had some educational barriers. He needed to learn how to speak English. He kind of came to New York with a lot of struggles, and sort of made a big impact himself, for himself and for the community. So I think his vision for himself and for his community really mirrors that of what we really want to accomplish with Lotus Petal.
Amazing. It's always heartening to see that someone like Vikas Khanna, having achieved whatever he has so far in his life, is still grounded and still wants to support grassroots level initiatives like this and help it grow, which is phenomenal. So I wish you all great success with this fundraising event. One more time, let me show the flyer out there for people who are watching. Shanthi, would you like to go over the details, the specifics in terms of what, where, when, how?
So it's like I said, it's on September 26th, which is a Friday, and we've requested people to come after 5:30. Vikas Khanna will be there after 6, so we want to make sure that we're all there to welcome him. It is at the Hyatt Regency in Morristown, which is right near the Green. So you can come, and there's parking underneath the building, and we will start with sort of like a cocktail meet and greet hour, which will be followed by something more formal. And you'll hear about Lotus Petal, you'll hear Vikas Khanna, you'll have an opportunity to hear him speak, and then it's going to be food and dancing and a lot of fun. So please come geared up, and we really look forward to seeing all of you.
Wonderful. So if someone is watching this or listening to this, and they want to support Lotus Petal, right? How would they do that? How would they remember to do it?
So they can visit our website, www.lotuspetalfoundation.org, and you can purchase a ticket for the gala. You could make a donation that could change a child's life, and every donation that you make to Lotus Petal, it qualifies for a 501c3 deduction. And once you're here and you celebrate the evening with us, and I think together we can turn compassion into action and change many lives of the children at Lotus Petal Foundation.
And I'd just like to add one more thing is, until the end of September, we have Unified Dots match all contributions 1-for-1. Yes. So your contribution this month is be so critical, because it is going to go double the way. Mm-hmm. So I'm really urging all of you, nothing is too small, right? Anything you can contribute, it will be double. You will have double the impact in the month of September. So we really look forward to that. If you cannot make it to the gala, we know everybody have busy schedules. I think we would really appreciate if you would consider contributing in any sense.
And Shanthi, this gala, is it black tie or is there a dress code?
Festive is what I would say.
Okay.
Think about, Navratri, Diwali, that sort of attire. We want people to be comfortable because they're going to be dancing, but at the same time, look nice. We want you to come out there and have fun.
Sorry. So on that note, I think we have pretty much talked about the foundation and the gala. Is there something I might have missed out that you'd like to tell our viewers and listeners?
I think, Kushal, if there's one story of one child, right, that really moved you in all these years, what would it be?
It would be the story of our first student. Her name is Saloni, She came to us, malnourished, very silent, and lagging years behind in her education. At the age of 14, she was in grade 4. And as we speak today, she has become Dr. Saloni, medical professional, and she is leading a life of dignity. So that's the impact Lotus Petal creates. And that's one really inspirational story which is there. And when it started, it was with me trying to support one child who was walking barefoot. Now thousands of children walk with dignity and education. And I think by joining us, we can actually take that to millions, and that could be all across the globe, not just in India.
That is beautiful. Kushal, just one more video just from the. Terrific. Those are nice activities for all the kids in your facility. I hope more and more people, join hands with you, and a lot of people they can go and visit the facility in Delhi.
Yes, absolutely. You're absolutely welcome to come anytime and have a look at what we are doing. Seeing is believing.
Terrific. Thank you so much for joining us on Southern Spice, and good luck with the gala. We will all be there out there to support you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for having
Thank
us.
you
Thank you,
so much.
Shanthi. Thanks, Kushal. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, folks. So with that, we wrap this episode of Southern Spice. Please do visit one more time this lotuspetalfoundation.org and show your support. It's very useful. The work they're doing is God's work. On that note, I'll see you again with another episode of Southern Spice pretty soon. Take care.